Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Prison Architect. I'm Ursa Brian. Good to see you guys back. We had a fairly productive start last time. We've got the sort of entirety of the administration wing done. We're about 5% off unlocking finance, which once we've done that, we can just finish this administration centre grant, getting us a cool £5,000, which would be very nice. It'll add to our bank balance very nicely indeed. After that point, we can look to essentially build the prison element of our prison, the actual prison bit, which is, you would think, the most important bit, but you know, I'm sort of 50-50 on it really. Let's do it. Here we go. So we've just unlocked finance, which is fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into staff and we're going to hire the accountant. Now sticking her in the office, hopefully. There we go, accountant's office. She is now done. Grant complete. We are finished. Fantastic. What we can also do is we can now use her to unlock bits and pieces, so things like bank loan and extra grant will be very handy later down the line. Land expansion, we don't need that anytime soon. That's fine. Maintenance, that'll become very handy later on, but for now, as I said, we need to plan out the prison. Now we knew oh, I'm so sorry, I've got something caught in my throat. We knew we were going to put the prison up to the north this way, and I like sort of the idea of sort of having it up in this bit. The cool thing to be able to do would be to have a situation where later down the line we could have different bits for different areas of prisoner. So when we get prisoners in later, and you can see if we look on the intake, we've got an option between minimum security, medium security and maximum security. Now minimum security, they're the sort of your white collar criminals, you know, your finance swindlers and your, you know, that sort of thing, the stuff that hasn't really hurt anyone. They have short jail sentences, they want to get out, they want to stay clean, they're generally well behaved and they will generally be gone very quickly. Your medium security prisoners are more of your arsonists, your assault victims, your victims? Assault perpetrators. Oh, you'd hope you wouldn't have assault victims in here, wouldn't you? Burglars, things like that. I like the arsonists, but you've got to keep an eye on them. They are trouble. That sort of thing, and they are prone to trouble. Maximum security, they're likely to be in prison their entire lives. They're your murderers and sort of that element of creature. So it's very tricky to keep maximum security people from fighting and getting into trouble because, to be honest, they're going to be in jail anyway. So the best way of doing it is to sort of isolate where best possible. Now, I think if we have our sort of, I guess the heart of the prison in the middle, we're going to have things like the canteen later down the line. In fact, let's just get the grant up. Well, if I show you the grant, we can see what we're going to have to get. Basic detention centre. There we go. We get a cool £20,000 advanced payment. That's a lot of dough. That's really lovely. And we get another 10 once we finished it. We've got to build a holding cell, a shower, a yard, a kitchen and a canteen. And I think a lot of this stuff, and look at all this grass and all this tree. This is perfect yard material here. I'm going to stick the yard here, I think. This is going to be, oh, it's going to be brilliant. But that means, I guess, the canteen and the kitchen being over here wouldn't be such a bad idea as well, which leaves the sort of actual cell block up here. I think I like that. That's not a bad idea. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get the planning out again. I'm just going to have a quick plan of what we are going to do. So this is sort of going to be a sort of hallway coming out of here, and we've got a double jail door, which is a nice thing to have indeed. What we're going to do is we're going to have another entrance sort of here. Actually, if I remove this stuff, I probably want this one further back like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to have an entrance sort of in here, and then the jail block is going to come this way. But this hallway will sort of extend around here, and we can sort of make use of the walls that we've already got. So you come out of a reception into the jail, and you can either go left into the canteen, or you can go straight up into the prison block. I think actually that's probably not a bad idea. Having a sort of separation there will keep everyone nice and happy, I think. So what we're going to do is we are going to, again, it's good to have doors, I think. Doors are definitely a positive. But we like staff doors so that we can have sort of a good split, I guess, between workmen and but essentially what we don't want is the prisoners walking into the rest of the jail. That's what we've got to be careful of. Now the holding cell is going to be the first thing that we are going to do. And I think, to be honest, the holding cell can pretty much start straight off the bat. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the sort of jail sort of entry here. And I'm afraid, Tree, you're going to have to come down. I'm gonna put you down immediately. Bring this out here, and this is going to be our holding cell. So effectively, what we've got, I'll put this in there just so I can remember. I don't know if I'm going to put a double door in this one, but I'll put one in there just so you can see where the entrance is. We come in, and the holding cell is to the right. That's where people first get put, and that's where people will live for the first little while. From that point, we sort of come into the main prison block itself, and we've got the option of having, I guess, sort of the actual jail blocks in here. So what we've got is we need to have a basic detention center. Actually, we don't actually need any jail cells as such at the moment, but I think there is one. Cell block A. I think you've got, okay, we've got to do, let's just deal with this first. So the next thing to do will be to build the shower. The shower will sort of have to come in. Sorry, one thing at a time. Sometimes you can get so carried away with jumping ahead that you just lose track. You really do. The shower will be sort of this big, because what I'm planning is having a sort of dividing wall in here, and the shower can be in this room. And essentially what that means is we can have showers all along the walls and drains in the middle to stop all the water from flowing out. So this will be the shower. Gives a little bit of privacy. Not too much privacy, you know, we don't want them being, I don't know, in luxury. That would be dreadful. But for now, that will do nicely. So we'll sort of bring that in there. And that's sort of the holding cell and shower sort of area for now. Coming in this way, we've got the sort of choice, I guess, of what we do with everything. So we know that we want to put the yard up in this sort of foresty bit here. So at any rate, this corridor is going to have to sort of come this way a little bit. Now, I'm just trying to think of what the sort of best thing to do would be. I think we've got to have like a common room at some point, some sort of easy space that everyone can sort of just generally be at ease, chilling in. So actually, if we take us off a little bit, what we'll do is we'll have another jail door here, and then we'll have a big, nice common area here, like so. I think. Oh, there we go. A bit of lag there. I don't know what happened. Promise it was lag and not me being useless. There we go. So this is going to be sort of the communal area, and from here we're going to have a lot of the important things. So the canteen is going to be number one. I guess the canteen can sort of come south a little bit. Canteen is going to have to be fairly big, and we need to leave room to expand the canteen at a later point, because once we get a few criminals in, it actually fills up very quickly. So we'll have the canteen here, and what we'll do is we'll kind of leave this space in here sort of with an eye of expanding the canteen at a later point if we need to. In fact, what I might do is I might just bring that here just a little bit. There we go, like that. That'll do for now. What we also need is a kitchen. The kitchen is a very important thing. The kitchen won't need to get too much bigger once we've built it, but for now this will be a good start. There we go. Kitchen, canteen. And as we were saying before, the yard can sort of come out this way. Now, what we've got to be careful of is we don't build the yard too big. But walls are fairly cheap. I think walls are... I mean, how big are walls? $50 per square foot. Well, actually, it's quite expensive. If we... How much is that going to be? It's going to be about 500. If we do the whole thing as the yard, actually, we're going to be in trouble very quickly, because we're going to run out of money. So actually, I think having a big yard like that is going to be later down the line. And so what we'll do for now is we'll just we'll get a fairly decent sized yard, like so. Like that, and then we'll have the door in. There we go. That is essentially all of the buildings that we need. It's a little bit untidy at the moment, but these things have to have a bit of charm, you know? You can't micromanage these things too much. That's what I think. But anyway, best thing we can do now, we've got all the doors open, storage is here, we've got a lot of materials, we might as well build the foundations, and this is where we get told that we don't have enough money, I'm sure. But never mind. So here we go. We'll build the foundations there. Our workmen can scurry around. Oh, double speed again. There we go. And once we've done this bit, we should be able to just select the whole of this. Oh, look at that. 6,000 quid. That is going to cost. I keep saying quid. I'm British. I'm very sorry. I mean, I can remember to say dollars if you really want, but it's very tricky because, you know, the real world uses sterling. I mean, oh god, these last few days in London has been absolutely interesting with Brexit and with the big vote, and oh dear, it's that's been interesting. And maybe moving away from pounds at the moment wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I'm not sure, but anyway, we'll go to utilities, and you can see here that now we've got a little bit more infrastructure. We should move the power cables just a little bit closer to there. There we go. We'll flash it out. That should be all we need for now. So we'll come down here. Actually, we'll come across just a little bit. Nope, nope, that's not what we wanted. We don't want that. There you go, like that. Brilliant. I imagine we'll need the water pipe being brought up as well, so we'll just sort of preemptively bring that up, especially to the showers, actually. Of course we'll need it in the showers, yeah. There we go. And I think we also need it for the kitchen later on, don't we? So we'll bring it along. In fact, actually, we'll keep it outside for now. We'll bring it straight to the kitchen like that. Brilliant. Just keeping an eye on the fact that people can crawl out of them if we're not careful. It's always a bit worrying. Now one thing I have done is I've built foundations out here in the yard. That was a mistake. So what we'll do is we'll bulldoze this chunk there. There we go. Now, internal walls, building bricks. Here we go. Breathe. Oh, hello. This is blocked. Why is this blocked? Building bricks. Oh, no, that's foundations. God, who knows what I'm doing? This game has a lot of options. You need to be careful you're doing it right. Brick wall. Here we go. So we'll build this there. This wall in here. But sort of what we'll do is we'll put in all the internal walls. Just to fulfill what we were doing earlier. And I'm going to have a double door here. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Oh, quick build. Hang on. What am I doing? Planning. Get rid of that. There we go. I don't know what... I'm just mucking it up here. Ignore me. Keep building the walls. Brick wall. Here we go. So those have all been put in. So put these ones in as well. Like that. Like that. And like that. Good. There we go. And once the power cables and everything have been put in, what we'll do is we'll put some brick walls in. But we'll let the yard sort of finish itself for now. The next thing, the doors. We've got to have, we'll have a regular door. Just in the shower for now. That's fine. The holding cell does need a jail door. That's essential. And we also need a large jail door coming in to the jail block itself. That's fine. Otherwise, I think the best thing to do is once we're sort of in the jail bit, coming into the common room, we'll just have a regular door. That's fine. And we'll have into the yard as well a regular door. Into the canteen, I don't think I built... Oh, I didn't build doors into the canteen wall. That's a bit silly. So, here we go. That's into the kitchen. You see that they've built over it. That's fine. What you can always do is you can go into materials, you can demolish walls this way. So we'll demolish that one. Actually, you might not need to do that, because I think you can just build a door in, can you? There you go. You can just build a door like that. Fair enough. Wonderful. So, this is all starting to come together, isn't it? Very good. And it's daytime again, and we've now got time to build the brick wall. So, here we go. You can see where we built into this swampy bit. Build the brick walls. There are external walls you can use. These perimeter walls, but they are outdoor only, and they're 200 square meters. They are ridiculously expensive, so we're gonna not worry about this for now. Putting in the rooms. So first of all, we'll go to the holding cell. We'll just sort of do this in option. So this is the holding cell. And what does this need? This needs a toilet. We need to put toilets in. There you go, just so that the prisoners can use the facilities. We'll put 2 in. We'll double it up. And we'll put a bench in, just so that people can sit down. And you know what? We're going to put a few benches in. We're going to make this holdy-licious. There we go. 3 benches. 3 whole benches for them. It's going to be wonderful. And that's the holding cell done. Next of all, we needed a shower. So the shower can come in here. There you go. Big shower room. What we need, the only thing we need here is shower heads. Now, these are a little bit more complicated to put in. But essentially what we're going to do is we're going to put them all along this wall. Like so. And we're going to put them along here. Now, they're quite cheap shower heads. So we don't worry about putting lots and lots of these in. That's fine. What we're also going to do is we're going to put a load of drains in just to drain the water. So we'll go put these in there just as the water comes out, and then we'll also put some drains in here. Beautiful. And this should hopefully stop the water from escaping. Fingers crossed. You can never guarantee with jail built infrastructure, I'm sure. We also need to put some small water pipes in, and these feed off the main pipes. So here we go. Pipes come in here, and these will just sort of be put onto all the shower heads, and we also need to put in the toilets. There we go. Done. That is coming along nicely. So there we go. Holding cell and the shower done. I put in the yard, and the yard is a little bit more. I mean, we want to be able to build this a little bit bigger later, but there's the yard. The yard doesn't actually need anything. It's sort of a space for people to walk around. But what we can do is we can sort of build ourselves a sort of useful area. So we're going to have a lot of grass out here. I think grass is important, but we'll have concrete as well. And what we'll do is we'll sort of make a concretey area for our prisoners to use. So here we go. We'll sort of go this way, like so. I've got auto lights on, and I'm aware that it doesn't do the best sort of light placement at the best of times, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll put in grass as well in the rest of it, because we want our prisoners to be very happy in our grassed area. It's going to be lovely. Construct concrete house. It was along here. There we go. Grass. So that should all be done. Hopefully they'll put in that grass and stuff once they're done with the pipe work over here. That's the yard finished. Now this is going to be a common room. We don't need a common room, but a common room is good for later on. Here we go. We'll sort of make this into the common room. And the common room is a very sort of big chill room. It'll be a good place for everyone to kick back and to sort of relax. So what we'll do, we'll have a pool table in here, because it's going to be a lovely place to go. We're going to have a TV. Have the TV here, and we'll have some chairs, some sofas, some wide sofas. Here we go. We'll have a wide sofa there, and then can we get a small sofa? How is a small sofa? There we go. Lovely small sofa. We'll have some phone booths just so that people can make some important calls. There we go. And a few there. What that does is it helps negate family issues for the prisoners. If they can call home, they won't get so homesick, and that's actually a very useful thing indeed. So there we go. This common room it's lovely. It's a very nice room indeed. Oh, our workers are actually stuck in the kitchen. That's not so good. So what we'll do is we'll put in a door quickly. We're going to make this a staff door, because we only want the staff being able to get into the kitchen. So here we go. We'll put that in, and if you write, is it Control and left click? There you go. Priorities. There you go. They make themselves a little escape. Beautiful. There we go. It's done. So this is a canteen, like so. And what we need is a serving table to serve the food to the prisoners. And this can be like, if we put this in this way. Which way around is it? I think it's this way, isn't it? So that will go in there. So people will be able to come out of the kitchen and then bring the food in and have sort of minimal contact with the prisoners. I think that's the best thing to do. The table is going to be where they eat. So what we'll do is we'll put in one there. And that will have benches either side of it, like so. And then we can fit another table in there. Actually, we'll move it along one. There you go, like that. And we'll have. Oh no, we need space for the door. We need space for the door. Okay, fine. Bench, table, like that. It's a little bit cramped. I will give you that. It is cramped, but it should hopefully serve its purpose well. Now, the next thing to do is to build the kitchen. So in we go, kitchen. There we go. Perfect. And we need a cooker, we need a fridge, and we need a sink. A sink is fairly easy to do. We'll just sort of put a sink over. I keep pressing the wrong button to rotate things. There we go. There's the sink. And what we're going to do is we're going to put some bins just there. That's absolutely fine. What we are going to do as well is we are going to put a lot of cookers in. We need loads and loads of cookers. Because otherwise we can't make the food quickly enough to keep everyone happy. And then we'll have some fridges, and these just will go along the side like that. That is a well-plussed kitchen. Actually, the one thing we do need is we need to have a storage facility by the kitchen just to keep the food in. Otherwise, a little bit later in the game, it becomes a bit of an issue. So what we'll do is we'll make another storage room here. And And again, we've got one eye on the canteen and being able to sort of extend. But what we can do is we can actually have a little sort of shuttle route through the back of the prison to sort of here. Do you see? So what we'll do is we'll make this that. And we'll just sort of have a door here. And we'll sort of bring this round to maybe here. Like so. There we go. That will be all we need. So, essentially what that would do is that'll let another storage room, and we can bring the food in without actually having to leave into the, we can bring, but well, actually it's a really good idea. We can bring materials into the prison without actually having to go into the prison bit itself. I'm happy with that. That's a good idea. So building materials, here we go. We'll build the foundations in, put these in quickly, like so. And we'll get the doors in quickly as well. What we'll do is we'll have a staff door. Where is it? There we go. Staff door. And we'll take that and we'll put that in there. And we'll put that in here. And we'll put that in there. There we go. 3 staff doors. Wonderful. We've got to hook some stuff in the kitchen up. Because it doesn't have power yet. That's fine. What we'll do is we'll just bring this electrical cable through this way. We can actually extend this way and bring all the cookers in like that. They actually need a direct connection to the main system, otherwise they don't get enough power, so that's fine. We are cooking on gas. We are racing through this. Fantastic. We've got to hire 2 guards, and we can hire 2 cooks, and that will actually give us everything we need. Oh wow, these haven't finished yet. Why? I thought I put in pipes here. Had I not put in pipes here? Is that still to do? Shower head? I thought I'd already done that. What is wrong with that? Why is that not working? Oh, hang on. Is the water pump not on? Is it not working? It's because the water pump doesn't have any electricity. You see, look, it's the simple things, isn't it? It's the simple stuff that really, it messes you about, doesn't it? So what we'll do is we'll control left click, we'll just speed up this stuff just to make sure this gets done, and then hopefully the water will turn on, which will be a positive. Here we go. There'll have to be a large pipe into this cooker here as well. Fantastic. Onto the sink. There we go. Actually, you know what? We don't need a large pipe there. That's actually the complete wrong thing to do. We need small pipes. So here we go. Cancel that. There we go. Beautiful. That should be hooked up. Oh man, just stuff everywhere. Stuff everywhere. It's there's a lot to do, isn't there? We just put this cable in. It's gonna come to here, isn't it? So there we go. Oh my word, so much stuff to do. Here we go. If we just put in storage quickly, we'll just finish this off. Make that into a storage room. There we go. People know that they can dump stuff here now, which will be good. Apart from that, there we go. We just need to hire 2 guards and 2 cooks. So what we'll do is we'll stick the guards in reception. 2 guards and then 2 cooks. We can keep these in the kitchen and they can be having a whale of a time. There we go. Just making us some tasty grub for the prisoners, and another 10 grand makes its way into the company account. Fantastic. We are laughing right now. Fantastic. Thank you so much for watching. Join us next time and we will expand a little bit, and we hopefully will get our first intake of prisoners. So until then, I'll see you later. Bye!